What is up, everybody? Phantom Knight here with, I believe, episode like 14 or 15, something like that. Um, t Today's going to be very important uh, for the Cardinals as they look to take some control, hopefully, here in the division. In the last episode, they did uh, gain a wild card. Um, However, of course, Cardinals want to do a little better than that. And they can do that today with a win over Jacksonville and Seattle and some losses. More than likely, they'll at least be the 2 seed in the division, potentially the division leader. Of course, Trayvon Irving had a great game last game, and Kevon Barton, amazing game, 151 yards, continuing his amazing rookie year. And the defense has been actually pretty good, coming up with some good defensive stops. Um, Hopefully, they can continue that, and let's just see what we can do here against the division leader in the AFC South, uh, in the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here we go. A great offense, and they're just going to wear their stock as Jacksonville's driving, and they score on the opening drive. But let's see what this offense has to to say about that. As Barton breaks a tackle there and gets a gain of about 21. Great start to this game as Irving tried to release it, but just took the sack. Didn't want to fumble, but he instead throws an interception. That's great. And Jacksonville gets to a very hot start, 14-0 in favor of Jacksonville, as Burnett breaks a tackle and gets a gain of about 11 there. Gets a first down on that play. And Irving's just going to run it. Nobody was open. He had the pressure, and he's just going to slide, not take the big hit, and risk injury. And he gets a gain of 8 there, just a little shy of the first down. And they're going to look to air it out here. I believe that is Kevon Barton down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Barton. What an answer there, the Cardinals, as they did turn it over on the first drive, but do score on the second. Hopefully the defense can come up with a great stop here as Jacksonville only scores a field goal, which is very important here towards the end of the half here. As Juju Speaks makes a man miss, gets out of bounds, and that's a first down for the Cardinals, and just going to target him again, but it is deflected. Thankfully, not picked off. Had 2 guys in that area for Jacksonville as Barton catches it in the middle of the field for a first down as Irving is trying to rub off that interception, and Juju Speaks gets a great gain for another Cardinals first down here. And Irving's going to look to air it out. He's got him! Juju Speaks for a touchdown. Cardinals are just going to go for one here. And Wiley kicks it through the uprights. And Jacksonville cannot score to end the half. And we do get the ball to start the second half. As Irving's going to connect there, Juju Speaks, and they're going to look to bring it on the ground game here with Kevon Burnett. And they're just going to do a little dump off here to Juju Speaks, intended for Burnett, but Burnett makes a great block there, and Juju gets a first down. Going to hand it off to go on Burnett, but he gets swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Amazing play by the D lineman there to stop Burnett right in his tracks. As Irving's gonna target Juju Speaks, and that's another first down for Arizona. And Irving doesn't really see anything he likes. Burnett gets plowed, and Irving takes a big shot, but thankfully he is out of bounds and doesn't fumble the ball as well. He doesn't get hurt as he hits Juju Speaks on that one. Juju Speaks is having an amazing game today. Usually the quieter of the two between him and Barton, but today he is feeling himself. And Irving escapes the pressure there and gets a about a first down, but he gets sacked on the very next play, making a 3rd and 6 in the red zone. Can Irving find the open man? He does. He finds Juju Speaks for a first down, and they are at a very long first down, but he's going to air it out, and it's intercepted. Didn't get enough on the ball there as Jacksonville does score, making it 24-14. Not very good. Not looking very good for the Cardinals here. But Trayvon Irving is going to find the open receiver, Kawan Barton, and he does have the speed to go all the way. Does he have the stamina, though? He cannot get the touchdown. And they're just going to throw it to the undrafted tight end here for a touchdown, Cardinals. And let's see. If we go for 2, hypothetically, I'm not going to go for 2. It is very risky. But of course, 48 seconds on the clock. We're going to have to get an onside kick here. And Jacksonville recovers it. McKitty missed the tap. Oh, my God. If we went for 2, what would have been the score? It would have been 22, right? And then we could have... No, we wouldn't have been able to do anything. Anyways. Really, the interceptions would cost us this game here. As this was an important game, actually. And it's just another interception. I mean, Irving's been terrible this game, to say the least. It, it really wasn't that great. Seattle lost, thankfully. The Rams, however, did win. Um, uh, let me look at the standings really quick. Of course, we're gonna look on that. We're gonna work on that arm strength as he definitely needs it. He's been underthrowing some people, and Mike Lawton. We're gonna work on your speed a little bit. And the Rams do stay 7-5. Thankfully, they lost, so they don't jump us. Actually, I think we would have had the tiebreaker because they haven't had their bye though. They haven't had their bye, so we would have been in 4th place technically. But thankfully, Seattle at least lost. That is big as we do play them here now in week 18 or 13. I mean, we already had our bye. Rams haven't had their bye. Looking at this game, Seattle at home. Thankfully, at least we got that. And who does San Francisco play next week? They play Chicago. Chicago is not that great, but of course they're division leader in the NFC North because the team's not that great, or the division's not that great. But Chicago is 6-5, so technically over 500. Technically a playoff team right now, and we'll see if they can build some momentum. Hopefully they could do it against the San Francisco 49ers, our division rival. But Irving, of course, had the 2 interceptions, very big plays for the Jaguars going down the stretch, and really it could have been avoided, but he's still a 2nd-year guy, so I mean, can't really judge him or anything. He's gonna get better, but Kawan Burnett really was quiet. Didn't really get the ball a lot. 3 attempts for 18 yards. So technically on paper, it's not terrible for the average, but the numbers were not that good. As we were down pretty much every drive, and then Kavan Barton, amazing still. Having his great rookie year, probably going to win Rookie of the Year, at least Offensive Player of the Year. Juju Speaks had a great game as well, 101 yards and a touchdown. Bam Holsley, 16 blocks, doing his thing. Peter McKitty, 5 tackles and a sack. Bissy Hall, kind of a quiet game for him, only 3 tackles there. Michael on only 3 as well. And Dante Vigil had probably his career high, 2 tackles on the year. And then Wiley, 3 extra points, remains perfect on the season. So hopefully we can try and get some footing here in our standings here. And come on, Juju, I know you just had a great game, but I mean, it's unacceptable. And they're gonna wear their color. Actually, they're kind of ugly. On actually, no, that's fine. I like our black uniforms. I don't know why, but I just think they look really good. Um, as Irving gets it out somehow, and he completes the pass there as they get a gain of 8 there. And Kevon Barton breaks a tackle and gets a first down there for the Cardinals. Hopefully they can connect on a big one here, and it's dropped. Wow. I mean, it was great coverage by Seattle. Um, but Burnett breaks one big and gets a gain of 12 here. And Irving's going to find it down the middle of the field, and it's Kevon Barton yet again for another first down. Cardinals are looking pretty sharp here in the beginning of this game. And Kevon Barton burnt the corner, but the corner did catch up and gets the tackle. Kevon Barton's been pretty active on this drive here, and Irving's just going to look to run it here, not do anything stupid, gets the first down. His decision making has definitely improved since year one as Burnett drops it there. I don't know what he was really doing, maybe miscommunication or something, but Irving's just going to try and trust his receiver, and it is intercepted. I like the try, like the attempt though, um, as Seattle scores on their opening drive. Irving had a pretty solid drive, I would say, besides the interception, of course. I like the intent, I should say, as he should have thrown it to that crossing route right there. We're going to throw it to Burnett here, and he does catch it this time, but he gets blown up, thankfully. He did get the first down. Um, but Irving's definitely improved as a passer in year two. Just hopefully he can get those interceptions down and make some better decisions. But I do believe he will be doing that in year three at least, as he gets sacked on that one. He's just gonna try and run, but he gets sacked anyways, and it's gonna be a very very hard 3rd and 21 as he's just gonna heave up a prayer, and Juju Speaks comes down with it. But they definitely are out of field goal range, so they're gonna go for it. Very bad decision here, I believe. But he's gonna throw it, and it's intercepted yet again. Um, the protection has been great this game, but no excuses. That should have been. Um, we should have definitely scored somehow on that drive. Um, as Irving completes a pass there, and with the time that we have left, it's not very likely that we score. Um, we're just gonna, try getting out of bounds, but give Wiley a little try. But sadly, we can't. Seattle's up 2 scores here, so not ideal. And we're just gonna trust Juju Speaks, the more physical receiver, to come down with it, and he does, and he gets a first down. Irving has again, he hasn't been too great as somehow Juju Speaks comes down with that. I'm very surprised. Uh, I'm surprised they haven't gone to the run game as they do here on this one. But Burnett gets swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to hand it off to Burnett. They're just going to trust him, and he gets the first down and more. He gets the first down and more. Big run for the Cardinals there, and he's going to lob it, and it's a miscommunication on the route. He ran in instead of running straight. Why? As somehow Seattle's giving us more chances, I guess. And very, very disappointing. I mean, it would have potentially been caught. If it wasn't, at least it would have probably been batted down or incomplete. Much better result than what actually happened. And it's not looking too good for us right now as it's going to be another interception. Um, Terrible, terrible game. That was completely on for Irving. Um, and I don't know. I really don't. Uh, might have to make a little. I don't know. There's some adjustments that definitely need to be made for this team. Either it's coaching or it's definitely something. For sure. I don't know if it's Irving. Maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's trying to. Maybe he's playing hurt to try and get a better seed. Who knows? But right now, he's not looking too good. I'll tell you that. Barton does look very good right now, though. Pretty much always, though. Um, it's a drop there for Burnett. It hasn't been going their way, as it's another incompletion there. I mean, it's terrible. And you know what? We don't want to put up a donut on the scoreboard, so we're just going to give it to Wiley, and kick is good. Very, very disappointing way to end these 2 weeks, as he did throw 4 interceptions. That hurts. Besides Irving, Burnett had an alright game, only 24 yards though. Barton had a pretty solid game. Juju Speaks, 98 yards, really good. Holsley, of course, is doing his thing. McKitty, only 3 tackles. Bessie Hall had a good 7. Michael Hahn only had 2. Dante Vigil, he had 5. And finally, he's doing something. And of course, McKitty with that 1 field goal. Let's just say it hasn't been great. Now we're back in the hunt. We are tied with Los Angeles. We do play them next week, and that'll be in the next episode. But Seattle does look to be holding on to that 1 seed in the NFC West. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to reach it. We're gonna have to either win out, or we're definitely gonna have to win out to potentially have a chance. But they're definitely going to have to lose some games here in the next coming weeks. As for us, we do have Los Angeles in Los Angeles. We got New Orleans at their place. The Giants play at home. Buffalo we play in Buffalo, and then we play to end the season San Francisco in Arizona. Now, entering this episode, we were in the wild card, and we've fallen to 7-5 out of the wild card. So, the New Orleans game is a really important game for us in the coming weeks. Rams game is important. Giants game is important. San Francisco game is important. So, really, all of these games, I mean, let's see Buffalo. What's their record? They're 8-4. They're solid. So really, the end of our season is going to be very, very tough here. But let's see if the Cardinals can get back on track, make a playoff push. We'll see. Anyways, guys, hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, all that. This is Phantom Knight. Peace.